welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know who I am, I go by Lake Merez, and today we're doing a video on the pros and cons, my experience being a DoorDasher.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get me.
So I've been DoorDashing for like about 2 to 3 weeks, and it's been kind of inconsistent, like because my schedule availability at work just changed. So like some days I can't do it because I'm at work all day 11 to 8:30, and I usually try not to do it after 7:30 because that's when it gets dark, and there are still some areas that I'm not familiar with in Tuscaloosa, and I don't want to be somewhere where I don't know where I'm going, and you know I'm a woman, no ma'am, okay.
No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
So I'm gonna start with the pros first, and I'm gonna switch to the cons. Okay. For the first thing, you on DoorDash, you can see your full pay. When the order comes dinging in, it might show you, it'll say $6 for this order or $6 for this dash. Meaning, in usually the base pay for here in Tuscaloosa is $3. That means that person tipped you $3. I like that because you can already see how much that person's tipping you, and you already know, you get a feel of, do you want to take this order? Do you not want to take this order? Because some people be out in Timbuktu and be like 10 miles away from me talking about some $4. Okay, I'm sorry, but no, because that is being cheap. You know for a fact that you're all the way out and like so far out, and you don't want to tip good. Who's gonna do it? Another thing that people should understand, if you're ordering food off DoorDash, the better your tip looks, the higher, the easier it is for someone to pick up your order. If you're being cheap, I mean, I might pick up an order that no one's tipping, or they're tipping like $1 if it's very short distance, and I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and, you know, fill in the blanks. Let me get this little one real quick. But if I'm just getting started, I'm trying to make some good money, no, I'm not gonna take their order. But for real, like, some people will not tip that good at all, and I'm glad that you can see that and see how much the base pay is and how much this person is tipping, so you know, do you want to take it. A tip that a lot of people say is, if you're not sure exactly if you should take that order, count $1 per mile. If this person is 7 miles away and they're tipping you, if your total is $4, they're only tipping $1, no thank you, don't do it. Number 2, you get to dash when you want. You can get on there, and sometimes they have scheduled times, but for Tuscaloosa it's been a little inconsistent to where it shows no scheduled times. You just hop on there whenever you want to. So that means, like, right now it's 4:30 and it's showing that it says dash now. That means I can jump on there right now and go ahead and dash. And then you can set the time. Let's say it lets you select the time slot till 8 o'clock. And if you don't want to finish till 8 o'clock and you want to stop at 6:30, you can. And there's no penalty. There's nothing that's going to affect your rating. None of that stuff like that. So you're fine. Number 3, you can accept whatever orders you want, which I love that, because sometimes I decline them, which it makes my acceptance rate go down, but that has no effect on you. Like, it's not like when people place their food at DoorDash, they get to choose. They choose who they want to pick up their food. We choose them. So it doesn't really, you know, affect you unless like you're one of those like perfect people and you just want to have a perfect score, but then you're gonna be accepting everything. But it doesn't affect you in a bad way. There's orders that come in and it's too far away and this person's barely tipping, or it's just too far in general, and I'm like, okay, 5 o'clock traffic's finna hit. Okay, that means I'm gonna be in the mix of it. It could take me 30 minutes just to do this order when I could do an order that's up the street and I could be done with it in 10 minutes, you know. So you can just accept and decline whichever ones you get. Another thing is, if you get an order and before you get the food and you realize, oh, I don't want to go to that area, you can click at the top where it's like, on my phone, for an iPhone, it's these 3 little lines on the right top screen, and you can click it and can say can't do this order, and it might ask you a reason why, which you don't have to fill it out. You can just select a common issue and boom, you're done, you're out of the order. So because I had an instance where I had got 2 double orders at the same time. They were coming from the same restaurant. I selected it. I decided not to do one of the restaurants, one of the orders, the girl, because her total was too low, and I was like, do I really feel like wasting my gas going there? I said no. Okay, I kept the guy's order, and he was in a, how do you say this, not so safe neighborhood, okay? And yeah, the tip was looking good, but that's probably why. And I had already got the food and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't back out of it like I normally can once, since I had already got the food and said that I arrived and stuff like that. So I had to get with Dash support, explain the situation to them, how I was not going to go over there, and they got me out of it, and I had to give the food back to Sonic's.
I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do.
Yeah. Peak pay. Sometimes when DoorDash is like hot at the moment and stuff like that, it'll give you a peak pay to where maybe you're making $1 more on your base pay, which your base pay is when how much you're guaranteed to make every order. So the base pay is like $3 every order, or it could be, in some areas might be like $5 every order. I don't know, but yeah, the base pay is how much you're guaranteed to make if that person does not tip on every single order. And peak pay, when it's like hot and ready and stuff like that, sometimes they'll bump it up like 50 cents, they'll bump it up $1 and stuff like that, because it's really busy and they're trying to encourage more drivers to get out and do dashing. So yeah, that's a good thing as well, because you get to know it when you're on there and you're like, oh, I can make a little extra cash right now, let me go ahead and do that. So I like that it gives you that option to be able to see things, and things are pretty transparent. Number 5, hotspots. Hotspots are where certain areas where it's a lot of traffic comes in, and it'll show like a little flame on the map, and then that means that a lot of traffic is coming in. There's most likely a chance that you will get a lot of orders. Now that doesn't mean you'll be getting your food from the exact restaurant, but it does mean that you could be getting a lot of dashes coming in at once, which is very helpful. So like a lot of times when I want to dash and it's showing like it's not busy at all and stuff like that, I'll go park at a hotspot that I know for sure, and then to see if that numbers my chances into getting orders, which it usually does. Areas that are known to be hotspots, it's no point in parking over there, because you're just gonna be wasting your time, your gas, and thoughts just sitting there.
I said what I said.
Like, it's no point at all. Pro number 6, it shows you the total miles. Thank God, because some orders I see in where I'm at, it says 1.8 miles total. If I zoom in and I can kind of tell where it's at, I'm like, great, you know, I'm not going to be going far to actually get to the drop off the food. I might get an order that says 7.6 miles total. No ma'am, I have came to the conclusion that I will not do orders that's usually over 5 miles, because you got to think about traffic and all the people that's coming into that restaurant as well and stuff like that, and it could take you longer, in which a customer can rate you lower because the fact that you didn't arrive on time. Like the other day, I had to go into my campus, and I was there for a good minute trying to deliver some food. She never took me that long. Like usually once I get the food, I'm there at their house less than 10 minutes, wherever they're living at. Well, it was a little bit longer, like 20 minutes, because the traffic was so bad on this one road on campus. And I'm like, I don't get it. And I was like, oh my gosh, well, it is 5 o'clock, but still, I did not think it was going to be that bad because I was sitting still. So I've learned that I will not be going on campus when it's 5 o'clock traffic, because that is absolutely ridiculous. And I just don't want to have that problem again. I don't want to have where a customer could rate me lower and stuff like that because I'm not arriving on time when I'm coming, but it's the fact that I can't make my car jump over things. So yeah. So now we're on to cons. All right, let's get it. Cons: inconsistent timing. So the pro, like I said, is you can make your own schedule and stuff like that and dash whenever you want to, stop when you want to. But sometimes that can be a con, because you could get on there and you're ready to make some money right then and there, and you could be waiting for 2 hours just for you to be able to get on there and dash. And because it might be so many people in your town or your city to where you can't get on there, you gotta be like literally timing it, trying to be fast calculating when to get on there, and it could be inconsistent. Or you could get on there and it says dash now, you wait 2 seconds, you click it, and then it says, oh, error or something popped up, meaning like that's not available anymore, which can be very nerve-wracking when you're ready to go ahead and handle your business and go ahead and get out there. I had that happen to me the other day. I left the house 12:30, didn't even start dashing until like 2:30 because of the fact that it was just very slow. And that's, you know, think about, for people this could be their full-time job, how that can be really, stressful when you're not making enough money like you did last week, or it's not like predictable how much you're gonna make, because sometimes it's like it's ready and you can dash out, sometimes it's not. So that's a con. Number 2, the map is not detailed enough. I hate that it isn't. Like, I wish when it shows someone's house little logo that it showed the name of the neighborhood, because some streets and stuff like that I'm not very familiar with in Tuscaloosa. Like I said about the order that I said I couldn't do anymore, I wasn't familiar with that road until I clicked and I noticed the extra details and where that person said they lived, and I was like, no, I'm not going over there.
Hilarious.
I was like, no. And if I would have known that beforehand, I would have saved my time and theirs by not selecting that order, and it could have went to somebody else that was fine with going over there. But since I didn't know that road like that until I clicked and zoomed in details and searched on Google the road and then noticed where it was, wasted a lot of time, which I hate that was the case. But the map is not detailed enough for me. Like, I wanted to list the neighborhood, list the apartment complex, so I know what I'm doing, what I'm going to. Like, sometimes you can zoom in good enough and you can see maybe if it's on the map the location like of the apartment complex, and then if it's not, search on Google the road it is and see what pops up. But it's not detailed enough, and I wish that it was. Number 3 con, wait time at restaurants. Lord, I'm sorry, I am not doing no McDonald's or Burger King no more, because you get there, and I was at McDonald's the other day, had me a little hot. I was standing there for like 10 minutes waiting for my food, and I was looking like, what are y'all doing? Like, I'm used to, when I used to work at Ezel's in Seattle and people used to do DoorDash, soon as someone ordered on DoorDash, we had to hop on it right then and there, because the drivers come in pretty fast. Like, it takes us no time to get to where we need to be, okay? And so we hop on it right then and there, so that when they get there, we're literally either putting the napkins in the bag or handing it to them right then and there, so they don't have to be sitting there any longer. But some people seem to not understand that. You be sitting there waiting a good minute. Another restaurant I was sitting at, I sat down because I was waiting that long, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But you will figure out quickly which restaurants you want to do and which restaurants you don't want to do, because someone will have you waiting a while, and that's money that's been lost. You could be already in a whole nother order, and dealing with them. And McDonald's and Burger King can kind of be disorganized, and they could say, oh, they don't have the order and stuff like that. Like one time at Popeyes, oh, we don't have the order. And I'm looking like, it's on my phone. They said they didn't have it, so I couldn't do it. But yeah, you'll learn quickly which restaurants you want to do and which ones you will say no. Another thing, you can do Walmart as well. You can do the pick up groceries, which is kind of different to me, because I would have never thought that you could do that for Walmart. But you can, and sometimes Walmart, depending on what location, if your Walmart is quick with pickup orders, I say go for it. If they're not, I wouldn't really do it unless, like, you just want to chill for a minute, because you could be sitting there waiting a good bit too as well for the groceries, because they're taking forever, and it's like as if they went to a whole nother state just to grab the groceries. Who wants to be waiting that long? Number 4 con, some people are cheap. Like, you have to, I say don't take it personal when you get an order and it says $3 and they're not tipping nothing at all, because some people are cheap. They want to use the delivery out, but they don't want to tip at all, but then you're using your time, your gas to drive over there. But then, like I said, it comes with the job. Every job has its pros and cons. So that's the case. People are cheap. You'll learn certain areas in restaurants that people order from are cheap. I learned a lot of students on my campus are cheap. I don't know, is it because, college students, a lot of us make ends meet and some of us are broke, but some of them are cheap, and you're just like, okay, this is not worth it. Every time I come on campus, somebody driving foolish, not paying attention. Somebody the other day, I was trying to deliver on a skateboard in the lane with the cars. You are not a car. Get out the road. Like, it's not worth the headache. But you'll learn very quickly which areas and restaurants people order from that are pretty cheap. I will say that. And don't accept them if you don't want to. Don't be trying to just let the app run you. You run the app. Don't be accepting everything, because if it's not what you want it to be, click off. No, ma'am. And number 5, cons. the app sometimes is a little glitchy. You get on there and like I said, you can click dash now and it says that, oh, the error didn't pop up and you can't even dash anymore. So I will say that it can be a little inconsistent with that. With that being said, that I would just not stress out about it, which it can be very annoying sometimes, but don't take it personal. I'm sorry that sometimes it do stress you out because it can be your full-time job, but apps sometimes they just don't work the best like they should, and that happens because it's technology. Any tips I have would be to if you don't have to, not to really take anything over 5 to 6 miles. If you don't know if you should take the order, count how many miles it is, $1. Figure out very quickly while doing it which restaurants you will want to go to, and the ones that you don't want to go to because of the wait time, don't take orders from there. It is okay. They will survive. Other people will take the orders. They're fine with waiting. Not me.
Who gonna check me, boo?
There's orders where there's a red card as well that you get once you get your activation kit, and with that red card you have to go and order the food yourself, which was a little confusing. I did it once. I don't really think I'll be a person to do it unless, like, I don't know, something small. I don't know, but yeah, I say stay safe out here, y'all. Another tip. Hotels, people at hotels tip really well, but another tip is, man, woman, whatever, stay safe out here. Like I said, you find out a location that you're about to be delivering to is not safe and you don't want to go over there. Do not put yourself in that situation just because you got the food already to do it. Do not do it at all. I would not either. Like, I'm not going to risk my safety just because of that. No, do not think I have to do this order because I got the food already. There's a way you can get out of it. I've did it before, and that's not a thing I would do all the time, but if I'm put in a predicament where it's not safe and I don't want to go, I'm not about to go. Have your pepper spray. Yes, I got this from Academy and I keep it on me, always in my bag, ready to go. I had to deliver the other day to a motel. I thought it was a hotel. Got to the motel and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, a little sketch. So I had my pepper spray ready to spray as I'm walking up to the door. Because, you know, you never know what some people's intentions are. And honey, I'm finna stay safe. I'm finna be, you know, knowing what's going on. Okay? No, ma'am. I'm not about to be playing no games. Stay safe, you guys. Remember to wear your mask as well. When you first start, you have to do, I think, 1 to 2 deliveries to where it'll really say to where you're ready to get your activation kit, which I guess to make sure that, like, not people just want to do it and stop and all that stuff like that. However, so they don't waste their time and money by sending you stuff. But they'll give you a DoorDash mask. You'll get a container of hand sanitizer in your DoorDash bag. And you notice another thing is some restaurants will not take your order, will not let you pick up DoorDash if you did not have the mask and bag, because I guess they probably had people stealing food. That's what I'm thinking. That's probably what it was. People probably stealing food. So that's probably why, to prevent that. But make sure you have your mask on. I noticed that a lot of people, when I went on campus, did not have their mask on at all, and I had to deliver the food to them because they didn't want it dropped off or anything. And I'm just like, wow, please be safe out here, y'all. Please do. Don't let the app run you. You run the app. Be careful in traffic. You know, you're gonna get there to the destination. They will be a-okay. All that. I really enjoy making YouTube videos. It's fun. It's like my thoughts in my head come to life. I get to share them with y'all. I like it. It's fun. Oh, y'all, check me out. New hairdo. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Look, squirty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright, you guys, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, concerns, please feel free to comment below and I will answer them. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Y'all, blessed Jesus. Okay. That is crazy. He over here trying to take a whole picture Snapchat riding through the plaza. And that's very dangerous because those be flying around that corner where he's going. Like, for real. Okay, anywho. Excuse me. The sun keep on bright. I'm sorry, y'all, because this video is like bright enough. But yeah, it's no point at all. Oh my gosh. Something fell out the tree, hit the window. Then a wasp came on the windshield at the same time. Kind of scared me because I'm thinking it's coming in here, and it's not.